Hey friend, welcome to the Light Lounge by Jehna, your sacred space for high-level manifestation, healing, and stepping into your dream life with confidence and peace. If you're ready to align with your power and manifest like a boss, you're in the right place. Hey friend, welcome back to the Light Lounge by Jehna, your space to reconnect with yourself, realign your energy, and manifest a life that feels as good as it looks. Inside the Light Lounge, we help high-achieving women just like you unlock their fullest potential through private one-to-one coaching, group support inside the Academy of Light, and transformational sessions designed around my CAAT blueprint: clarity, alignment, action, trust. Today's conversation is personal but necessary: the link between your friendships and your manifestation power. Now, most people don't think of who I'm friends with when they think about manifestation. They think vision boards, affirmations, and journaling. But your environment, your circle, that directly shapes your frequency. So let's get into it. You've probably heard it said, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's not just motivational fluff. That's energetic law. Your nervous system calibrates to what it's exposed to most. If your friends are stuck in survival mode, if they gossip all day, if they operate from lack, if they're always in victim mode, if they judge others constantly, or walk around acting like they're better than everyone at work, that frequency becomes your baseline. Even if you're consciously not buying into it, subconsciously, you are absorbing it. Because your subconscious is wired to keep you in the pack. It prioritizes belonging over growth. But manifestation doesn't happen in survival. It doesn't happen in judgment. It doesn't happen in victimhood. Manifestation happens in expansion, in creativity, in alignment. So if you're surrounded by people who live in that stuck, small, heavy, limited energy, no matter how much work you're doing on yourself, that weight anchors you down too. You can't pour champagne into a cup that only knows water. And I want to make this clear. This isn't about cutting people off to feel superior. It's about awareness and intentionality. So let's talk about some signs your friendships might be blocking your manifestations. The first one is you could feel drained after hanging out instead of feeling inspired. Or your wins make them uncomfortable, or there's weird energy when you succeed. They could downplay your ideas or dreams, either straight up or with little side comments. You notice yourself shrinking around them. You hesitate to share your next move because you already know how they'll react. And when you think of spending time with them, your heart contracts and you feel your stomach plummet because you know it will just drain you of your hope, joy, optimism, and spark. And that's not just being tired after socializing. That's very different. This is your highest self giving you a very clear signal. And you know what? I'll add one more. You find yourself constantly confiding in these people and asking for advice, but deep down, you know they don't have what you're manifesting. Because let's get really real here. If the people closest to you haven't been where you want to go, if they don't have the life you're creating for yourself, or if you don't truly admire and respect them and how they live, then you can't keep asking them for advice. You will inevitably lean on the people in your circle. You'll share your doubts, your dreams, your big decisions with them. And their feedback will reflect their limits, not your potential. And that's not alignment. That it's self-sabotage in disguise. So what do you do instead? You curate, you audit, you consciously call in new energy. Here's a process that I teach inside the Academy of Light. The first thing is you have to get clear on your next level identity. Who is you 2.0? Who is she? What are her values? What are her goals? The second thing is you have to audit your current circle. Who's aligned? Who's not? And remember, if they're not living what you want to create, they can be a Facebook friend. They can be in your outer circle, but they cannot have VIP access to your energy. The third thing is you have to spend less time in circles that dim your light. And you can do that without having the guilt. Be civil, be kind, but you have to be boundaried. The fourth thing is you have to actively seek out friends, mentors, and influences already living the life that you're manifesting. So join the masterminds, go to the events, DM the person you admire. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and who knows, you could end up being friends with that person that you've been admiring from a distance. The fifth thing is you have to shift your energetic availability. When you upgrade your frequency, the universe naturally sends new aligned connections your way. And honestly, that's why I created the Academy of Light. Because manifesting in isolation is not it. So inside the Academy, you have weekly group calls. On Mondays, we talk about clarity. On Tuesdays, it's an alignment call. Wednesdays are full of action. And Sundays are full of trust. That's your circle. That's your energetic container. Now, before we wrap, I want to leave you with this. I know it can feel lonely. And it can feel super uncomfortable being your own best friend. Being your own circle for a season. But I promise you, that risk, that moment of waiting and choosing yourself over convenience, it is so worth it. You have to clear out the stagnant to attract in the aligned. You have to get comfortable in your own serenity, your own solace. Because here's the thing, your energy, it knows. Your nervous system feels the weight of the people around you. You will either feel light, rejuvenated, expansive, or you're going to feel heavy, drained, and constricted. That is your highest self speaking to you. If you get even a tiny ick, a slight twinge, a quiet discomfort, that is a cue, and you owe it to yourself to listen. Now, I am not saying to go around being rude, but I am telling you to be selective. Selective with your energy, selective with your time, selective with who gets access to the most sacred, powerful parts of you. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't even know how to tell if someone's good for me or not, that is your sign to pause, to hunker down, and to get to know yourself at your core first. And if you're ready to have that circle, to no longer walk this path alone, I invite you to check out the Light Lounge by Jehna. You can start with private one-to-one coaching if you want custom, personalized support, or join the Academy of Light for weekly group calls and an entire community of high-vibe women doing the work alongside you. All the details are in the show notes, or you can DM me Light on Instagram to learn more. Until next time, manifest with clarity, align with purpose, act with power, and trust with ease. Thanks for tuning in to the Light Lounge by Jehna. Remember, friend, your desires were placed on your heart for a reason. You're not here to play small. You're here to shine. So keep aligning, keep showing up, and trust that your dream life is already on its way. If you're ready to manifest at alchemized speed, DM me boss to join my one-to-one coaching container. Until next time, stay in your light.